I've started the recording.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining us here. Today we're going to be discussing the future of next-gen fuel. We are team K3 and I'm Anna Nuri, a first-year marketing major.
I'm Nikki White, a first-year entrepreneurship major.
I'm Cooper Jones, a first-year marketing major.
I'm Bowden Gall, first-year economics major.
And I'm James Anzano, a first-year supply chain major.
When looking into the fuel industry, the market is expanding and the choices are growing. So it's time to embrace a new approach. An approach that not only focuses on profit, but deeply considers the impact on environment, society, and governance. The choice is yours. Today we will be covering our key insights, solutions, execution, and to wrap it up, our conclusion. But now I'll be passing it off to Cooper to give us a little bit more information on our key insights.
When researching insights for next-gen fuel, we identified 5 key research points that we wanted to look into. These being clean energy demand, ESG innovations, market leaders, competition, and business models. Focusing these down into 3 insights, we're first going to look at clean energy demand. Looking at this first graph, we see this is the energy consumption in the United States from 2015 to 2024, and as we can see, it is on a constant upward trend. We believe that this graph continues further, it would still be on that upward trend, showing the importance of clean energy. Looking now at the second graph, we see the amount of interest that renewable fuel has in each generation coming from Gen Z, Millennials, Gen X, and Boomer and older. Each of these bars is above 50%, showing that it is an important focus of each generation for clean energy. Looking next at the NextGen database, we see that 22 million of the total built gallons that NextGen delivered is of non-renewable, non-clean burning fuels, whereas only 800,000 gallons of which is renewable clean burning fuels. This is a mere 3.4% of NextGen's offerings. I'm now going to pass it to Bowden to talk about ESG.
Did you know that better ESG means better business? Companies with high performance ESG plans have margins 3.7 times higher than companies that don't. This means that if NextGen implements a good strategy, they can get 4 times the amount of margins as their competitors. Also, we have noticed there's massive opportunity for growth in the EV market. 64% of sustainably minded drivers prefer new energy vehicles, while 53% of non-sustainably minded drivers also prefer that. So what this means that despite the outlook on things, people want new energy vehicles.
We also see an extreme increase in the EV market value, whereas in 2019, the market value for EV was $162 billion, and in 2027, it's projected to be $802 billion. That's a 22.6 annual market growth rate for the EV market. That's an extremely large amount, and if NextGen wants to become a market leader, they should be entering this business.
The US government is also pushing for a stronger EV charging infrastructure. The FHWA is actually giving $2.5 billion to different states and localities to implement and deploy different EV charging stations. And this incentivizes these people to put these EV charging stations in their communities, and this brings us to our solution. And starting with environmental, we want to expand our B2B services into the EV market and ESG consulting.
Starting with EV charger reselling, we recommend that NextGen become a reseller for EV charging stations to apartment complexes and businesses. The reason we'd like to focus on apartment complexes is because we see an extreme increase in demand for EV charging stations, specifically in residential communities by 2030. You also might be wondering, why resell? Well, NextGen fits all the requirements to become a reseller for EV charging stations right now. However, they don't fit the qualifications yet to be a distributor. While they don't fit the qualifications to be a distributor, we believe that this opens up opportunity for NextGen to jump into reselling now to become a distributor before their competition. We also believe that this opens up opportunity for NextGen to potentially expand into new markets like solar panels.
So why ESG consulting? We conducted an interview with Anna Tayagi, a PhD student at the University of Minnesota, focusing on supply chain with research in sustainability. As we conducted this interview, he made a claim that most small businesses make unsustainable choices when trying to transition into renewables. That claim was validated through our next interview with David Nuri, a small business owner who works with third-party fueling and attempted to switch to renewable energies, however failed due to lack of knowledge of ESG and financial reasons.
So this makes us wonder, how can NextGen help their clients make better choices with NextGen services?
The answer is ESG consulting. If NextGen were to pair their clients with an ESG consultant on an either complimentary or reduced price basis, we believe that this will push their clients past the point of doing and into the world of thriving with ESG. Now I'm going to pass it off to Cooper to talk about our social approach.
Now looking at the social solution, we believe that NextGen, if they were to donate a solar panel annually to the low-income communities in its area, we believe that this would greatly increase its social stance in those communities. Looking now at this chart, we see that in 10 years, the solar panel pays for itself, as the cost of the solar panel as well as the cost of savings on the energy bill are equal. Looking next at the next 20 years, we see a great price difference of 50% from those who stay with grid power and those who have the solar panel. This directly impacts the individual.
And now moving on to governance, we think that NextGen can become more transparent through ESG reports. And on these ESG reports, we would report carbon footprint, target goals, impact on community, target goals, progress on target goals, and number of customers transition to renewable energy. And here you can see that 81% of Russell 1000 companies publish sustainability reports in the year 2021. So we see no reason that NextGen can not be a part of this 81%. And summarizing on our solution, we think NextGen should expand their B2B services, donate solar panels to low-income communities, and become more transparent through ESG reports.
So to execute these solutions, we believe in order to expand our B2B services, that NextGen should partner with ChargePoint in order to become a reseller of these EV charging stations. And to cover our social aspect, donate solar panels to the charity Rebuilding Together as they rebuild homes in low-income communities. Now I'll be passing off to Cooper to give our conclusion.
In conclusion, looking at this phase chart that we have created, we determined that these were the most important things that you should take away from each of the letters in ESG. Looking first at environmental, we recommend partnering with ChargePoint, offering ESG consulting, market towards new customers, and begin reselling. On social, we believe that connecting with Rebuilding Together and an annual solar donation. And in governance, tracking ESG as well as name change, and publicly reposting reports. I'm now going to pass it off to Nikki White so she can talk about the name change.
So talking about a name change, we thought the best way for NextGen to increase their branding when it comes to sustainability would be to change that fuel to something like energy. So we originally thought that NextGen Energy would be a best name, however, we found that that was actually copyrighted. So this actually led us to coming up with an even better name, NextGen Energy. The choice is yours, energize your future.
And now we open the floor to any questions. Woo! We did good!
I don't know why I said Nikki White,
Yeah,
but
that one was
Nikki
better.
White.
We'll pass it
Professional.
off to
Yeah.
Nikki.